We're back here in Stalwart, the frozen tundra town of Stalwart. That is not an accurate name. Stalwart Village is the name of the actual place. We're in the White March DLC. I believe we have spent some time walking around the town, talking to people. It's another evening for me. It is pouring down rain outside. I've kind of forgotten everything that I've done previously to this point. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I just played yesterday and I've already forgotten. A brutish warrior has left the stronghold. Kana is still out looking for that ivory horn. With one turn remaining. I don't know what a turn is. I don't know how long a turn is in this game. Oh, we have Gida, a prestigious visitor. An animancer has requested an audience with me, is leaving in 6 days. I feel like that's going to be another one of those things where somebody has to go off somewhere. Well, I think we have a couple of other places to look at. We've been to Griff's Rest. We've been to Renengild. We have not been to Tyna's house. We have not been to Edoran's wagon. And we haven't been to Thirisk's house. So let's go. Whoops. Oh. As you step outside... as I step outside the shrine place, the heavy wooden door of the temple slams shut behind you. As I step outside the temple, it's a temple. It says right here, it's a temple. I should have read the text. As you step outside the temple, the heavy wooden door of the temple slams shut behind you. You hear someone barring it from the other side. It sounds like the priests have engaged in an agitated conversation. You get the sense that they are discussing you, but you're also certain that the door is too thick to eavesdrop through, although there may be other places nearby where you'd stand a better chance.
I'll take a look.
Can't believe this. How could you? I'll go to the window. The wooden shutters of the temple's window close tight, muffle a set of voices coming from within the building. You can't quite make sense of the murmur, but cracking a shutter open would likely help. A rusty iron latch holds the window shutters closed. With care, you should be able to unfasten it without being noticed. I'm gonna listen with my ear against the shutters first. You place your ear against the coarse wood. Muffled voices rise and fall inside the temple. It's much too difficult to clearly make out what they say, but you think that something might be learned if you keep at it. Screw that. I'm gonna unfasten the latch. I'm a crafty Orlin. I'm sure I can do that. You carefully begin to lift the latch from its metal hook. Halfway there, the rusted iron resists with a screech. You freeze, listening to the voices in hopes the priests didn't hear. Their conversation continues, uninterrupted. Well, I'm gonna pour some oil on the latch. I hope I have some oil. You grab the latch and apply just the right amount of oil, nudging the metal until its rust gives way without a sound. Carefully, you pull the window shutters open enough to let the voices flow through. You hear a man speaking, his tone agitated. I hope you do that. Hope the mountains will do it? What if His sentence cuts, as if the man were speaking to all sides of the room. It's hard to, how do you read this sort of thing? I didn't even know I had oil. Where did I get oil from? Suppose he tells them instead. What then? You recognize Lafta's voice responding. Why would he? And with all those dangers near the battery, our gift-bearer won't delay. I expect... The man interrupts her. You always expect. Look where that's taken us. A dying village, ogres at the walls. Ixtali's not back yet, and now I have to do... His voice drops and seethes, muffling what he has to say. After a moment, laughter replies. Do you think I wanted this? That I could have known in advance? A pause ensues, its tension growing until the priestess's voice cuts it in half. We can't wait for them. We must fish out the last batch, quickly. After that, we'll decide. The man responds in a broken voice, barely audible. You only distinguish the last words. In that Russetwood pond. I'll go. Their exchange seems to end. Cautiously, you step away from the window of Andra's temple. There he goes. Oh, and that other guy's following him. No, he's not. It just looked like he was for a second. Well. I listened to a private conversation between Lafta and her acolytes. Apparently, they worry for the safety of their gift-bearer, Ixtali, during his journey near Durgan's battery. The priests also spoke of something important to them that's hidden in the Russetwood. Find the gift-bearer or search the waters of the Russetwood. I don't know where the Russetwood is. Well, the plot is thickening, you guys. Well, I don't know anything about that, but I suggest we move on to this wagon up here. All right, Eder. You always know best. It's Erdoran. He seems to be a merchant of some sort. The Orlan bows to you. Ah, the adventurer who saved the village. So good of you to visit my humble wagon. I am Erdoran. I guess. I don't really know how to pronounce my name, but I'm just gonna say my name is Erdoran. Okay. How's business, Erdoran? We're both merchants. We can talk about merchant stuff. He gestures at the village around him. Poor, like this place. Not much coin to be made trading in furs and fish. I came to the White March because I assumed there would be no competition, and I have none because there's nothing to compete over out here. Would you like to trade? Well, if you're not making any money out here, why do you stay? His eyes lower. I was rather vocal about my inevitable success with my friends and family. If I give up and return with little more than I left, then, his hands ball into fists. No, I won't be like that. It won't be like that. I'm not giving up yet. Okay, well maybe I'll buy something. Probably not, but maybe. Nope. All I have are things to sell. I don't want any of your weird stuff. I don't know if any of this stuff's gonna do me any good. Ryona's buckle? What am I supposed to do with that? Gauntlets of accuracy? I mean... gear doesn't really seem to have a huge effect on the outcomes of battle in this game, so it seems kind of pointless to buy a bunch of gear. I have not yet encountered a situation where I lost a battle and then thought that if only I had just had a little bit better gear, I might have won that battle. So, sorry, I will not be buying anything from you, and you will go out of business. Let's check out Thirsk's house, which is very hard to say. Hello, Mr. Thirsk?
It must be soon. 2 days, no more.
What are you talking about, Mr. Thirsk? This dwarf is busy staring into the fire, slowly puffing away on his pipe. As you greet him, he's visibly startled and his pipe clatters to the floor. Didn't you hear the door open?
Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't what they used to be.
Obviously. He stoops, wincing, to retrieve his pipe. When he rises again, he has a hand against his side. Who are you?
I'm Thiersch. I've lived here long enough that Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter. And that's about all I can say for myself.
Are you hurt?
Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back off. But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater. Cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away.
Is it a white wolf? And is his name Moby Dick?
The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin.
Thirsk looks down at his pipe for a moment, features hardening. Oh, now I feel bad about making fun of you.
Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half. I'm a few weeks out from trying again.
You said this thing is a wolf?
No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big. And I see the signs it leaves behind. The mess it made to the last couple of hunters and the elk. Doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. Something. In any case, it needs to be put down.
What's with the swelling music in the background? Where is this beast?
It roams the Russetwood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey. Yeah. It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time. But mostly it's been going after hunters, travelers.
I have a quest to go out west to the Russetwood. Can you tell me about your previous encounters?
Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares. Another time, he chased a bear into my camp. I nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed.
That's shit luck, says Sagani.
He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for it.
It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its lair somewhere to the west. If you mean to go there, keep your wits about you.
I always do.
Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, everything looks like prey to something.
We are Drem's giant dragon-slaying merchant crew. We will be fine. Farewell. The Hunter's Favor. Thiersch has described his hunt for a dangerous and very large wolf that is preying on villagers within the Russetwood. Well, I thought that I would be heading out to Durgan's Battery if I ever finished talking to everyone in this village. But now it sounds like I need to head west to the Russetwood. But first we gotta go by Tana's house, which is also out west. How convenient. Hello?
They gone? Have those nasty brutes finally left?
The ogres have been dispatched.
I heard the ogres outside, tearing down walls and murdering folk. Don't remember how things got this bad.
The elderly woman kneads her hands. Her knuckles are swollen knobs, and her palms are ridged with calluses that scrape and rasp as she rubs them together.
But you're the new adventurer. Renengild's latest volunteer.
She squints at you, leaning precariously forward on her wobbling legs.
A real spitfire, she told me. Bet you'd whip those layabouts at the mine into shape.
How have you talked to Renengild already? I just came from there.
Did you say something, dear?
I'm just, tell me about yourself.
Me? I was the overseer at the mine, back when it was running. Got shut down decades ago when we couldn't sell or ship the stuff. But I still remember plenty about the mining business, and I got as many folk as I can digging out the entrance.
She taps her head, a spotted dome under a thinning thatch of hair.
Been praying to the salty wench that I don't forget too much afore they finish the job.
She winks. Well, I guess that's all. Apparently there's a mine around here somewhere.
Got to speak up? My hearing ain't what it was.
I said I'm leaving. Goodbye. I heard somebody else mention a mine before. I don't recall seeing a mine on the map anywhere. There's Durgan's Battery, there's Renengold's house, there's a burnt down house. The Stalwart Hot Springs, I don't think I've looked at them. There's Longwatch Falls, and there's the road back to Deerwood. Oh, I never went into the fishery either. Man, there's this... this little tiny village is enormous, somehow. Let's go check out the hot springs, although I don't think there's anything to interact with here. Except for that plant. What is the point of the hot springs? It's just an interesting feature on the map. Let's check out the fishery. I bet they have a quest for us too. I saw slavers west of town. Red Sarens, I think. Uh-oh, they're out west. That's where we're going. Someday we'll be going there.
Perhaps I should wait outside.
Who said that? Was that Aloth? Man, Aloth's voice has changed in this DLC. Fishery's closed for the night. This tattered net appears to have been set aside for mending. Is anyone in here? The dead eyes of Speckleback, Iron-Tooth Pike, and Frostdiver fish gaze up at you. These roasting fish provide much of the pungent odor permeating from the fishery. Okay, well, bye. Why are you here if there's nothing to interact with? There must be some NPC around here. The Stalwart Fishery, okay.
Fresh fish! Fresh effigies eyes! Ah!
What was that? A fish looked at you, and he ran away. A dozen pairs of globular eyes stare up piteously from the discarded heads of the day's catch, awash in a pungent sea of fins and innards. I'm gonna sift through the fish scraps. Your hand runs up against something round and fleshy, the size of a melon. It is smooth and scaleless, and parts seem to be covered in hair. A discarded head, perhaps, but not that of a fish. I'm going to poke the head. The head shifts deeper into the barrel's slimy recesses. I think I'm gonna pull this head out. With one hand on either side of the head, you begin to lift it out of the barrel, only to have it leap from your grasp as the head's owner springs over the lip of the barrel in an eruption of fish chunks that rain down over the market stall. Oh, it's a man. The man who leapt from the barrel stands facing you, nearly naked save for a loincloth, and drizzled in fish viscera. He is covered head to toe in scars, tears and punctures, and the thorny imprints of lashings. Most are faded like old memories. Despite that, the condition of the man's body is remarkable. The drooping skin at his flanks and elbows, the only evidence of his advanced age. His face is placid, but the rest of him seems prepared for anything.
You must forgive, Zawa. I was not expecting you.
He looks you in the eye at first, but his gaze drifts now and then, settling on strange parts of your face, as though distracted by new discoveries. If he is at all flustered, he gives no indication. What were you doing in that barrel? Zawa scratches behind his ear, dismayed.
Resting my eyes, I thought. Waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight.
He shakes his head.
It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it.
Zahua blinks, leaning in to get a better look at you. His enlarged pupils seem to crowd out his pale irises.
Are you real?
Yes, I am definitely real.
Of course. I meant no offense. But I find it is best to ask when Malkachoa is involved.
What is Malkachoa?
A small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands. It can reveal the true nature of many things.
So you're a drug addict too. There's a lot of you in this town. You have a master, you said. The man traces your inadvertent glance at his scars. He smiles politely.
A teacher, not an owner. Zawa is a free man. Well, as free as any of us.
Zawa is how you pronounce your name. I still don't understand why you were in that barrel.
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Did he say sanity or vanity?
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish?
There is a proud glint in his eyes. Well, it is sort of hard to argue with that.
I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far.
He smiles at a woman whose head is swiveled towards him as she passes by, a look of revulsion on her face. Distracted, her toe catches on a stone and she nearly falls on her face. He claps his hands together.
Yes, quite pleased.
So, those scars are from battle? Zawa glances down at his body.
From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies.
He points at various patches of crisscrossing scars.
These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these...
He points to his face.
These were for vanity.
You made those scars?
I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones.
His mouth perks.
I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable.
And you have achieved this, becoming unstoppable?
I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone.
He gives a slow, assured nod. Your wounds must have caused you to suffer greatly.
Of course, I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it. I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station. My soul would wither. But to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements.
He clenches his fists in illustration.
Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us, their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel.
His eyes gleam as though looking upon an old and beloved friend. Do you often smear yourself with fish?
Gods, no. What a way to travel the world.
Yeah.
The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides.
Oh, I see. Zawa sniffs at the air.
The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself. Disappointing.
You don't seem like you're from around here.
I was visiting a monastery not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place. Zawa is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go.
Stalwart hired me as well.
I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it.
An uneasy frown settles on his face, almost a wince.
And this fortress, this Durgan's battery, its people are gone. Zawa would know why.
If you seek the White Forge as well, I could use the help of an experienced warrior. Zawa's face tilts upward, his eyes fixing on the sky. He remains motionless, entranced. At length he blinks, as if awakening, and looks back at you. He shrugs cheerily.
If one wishes to swim, it is no time to argue with the current. We are here together in this moment because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zawa to argue?
He looks you squarely in the eyes, and for once, they do not drift.
I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so.
Okay, let's be on our way. Yikes, where do I put him? Can I replace myself? So he's a monk, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's a monk, a level 9 monk. I mean, I feel like he's going to be a damage dealer, so I feel like I'm going to have to replace Aloth. I don't want to get rid of Sagani, because I feel like she's important to have in the White March, because I feel like she's from this area. I'm not really sure. Not sure about that, but...
Too predictable.
You're noisy, Mr. Zawa. Welcome to the party. I feel like we now have 3 melee frontline fighters. Sagani, it's just you and I in the back shooting our arrows. This is a whole different party composition all of a sudden. Well, that was interesting. What's in the barrel? Speckleback jerky. You know, I didn't look at either one of these characters. Meneha is our barbarian. With a fine battle axe and a fine sword. Or a fine morning star. She's wearing Meneha's armor, which is a unique light armor. And a cape. Regular old cape. Zawa's wearing basically nothing except a monk outfit. And he's he's carrying no weapons. He has a hatchet and a saber. That's not surprising that a monk has no armor and no weapons. Can we put some amulets of health on him? We have one of those. I have an extra one for some reason. I don't know why. Put one on Meneha, too. There you go. Now you've got even more health. It's been...
You're thinking about heading down, joining a caravan over to Dawning.
Dawning? What for? You like your ogres bigger?
We'd have work at least, and I'm damn sick of fish.
What? Is it true they set fire to Defiance Bay? Deerwood has gone mad. Yeah, but they put the fires out. It's almost like nothing happened there now. What are you guys doing here? I saw slavers west of town. Reed Sirens, I think. So it's been over 30 minutes and I haven't left Stalwart Village. This is like my third video that I've just been stuck here in the village. I'm gonna head west. We're heading to Russetwood. I guess. Kinda looks like we can only go... There's no direct path to Durgan's Battery. It's either Longwatch Falls. Well, wait, yes, there was a path to Durgan's Battery. Alright, it's gonna take 8 hours to get there, guys. I'm mainly coming out here to find the guy that snuck off from the Andra's temple. I don't really want to find a giant white wolf. Let's save the game. Russetwood start. Where's the road? Okay, let's check our AI settings. Class behavior is Berserk. Auto attack aggressive for the Berserker. Class behavior for the Monk can either be aggressive or Disruptor. Oh yeah. Disruptor, the Monk behaves as aggressive but prioritizes spellcasters and characters with low deflection and will break engagement to do so. That sounds cool. We'll put him on aggressive as well. We'll see how it does. I still got that beetle pet out. Let's go south first. What trouble can we get to the south? Oh! It's a winter wolf. This wolf lies in the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach, tail between its leg. I'm gonna examine the wound. Wow, I don't have any of these things that I need. Some of my other characters have. Damn it. Why can't Sagani do this? The wolf appears to have crossed a hunter's path. A silver arrow juts from the wolf's right foreleg, embedded a short distance into the limb. Even so, you suspect that trying to remove the arrow without knowledge and care could provoke further injury. I can't do anything. Damn it, where's my chanter? Why can't I charm beasts? Sagani! You're a ranger, aren't you supposed to be able to do stuff? Nobody has field triage? I swear I had a character that had field triage. I guess not. I mean, if I remove the arrow, it's just gonna make it worse. They just said that. So, I feel like I have no choice but to put the wolf out of its misery. But I'm gonna try to remove the arrow. The wolf goes still at first, but the moment you lay hands on its injured leg, it begins to thrash in panic. Yelping in pain, it snaps at your hands and then lunges towards you. I knew that was gonna happen. Sorry. I was trying to help. Oh well. Yeah, we got a silver arrow. This tarnished silver arrow has survived its stay in the wolf's flank largely unscathed, though the carefully etched fletching has been gnawed on. Holding the arrow makes the hairs on the back of your Holding the arrow makes the hairs rise on the back of your hand. Well, so far we are not succeeding at doing good deeds. I guess we're gonna have to fight the winter white wolf after all. Oh. Ice blights. Attack, everyone, attack!
I am no use here! I cannot let... It is no use!
Oh, damn. Wow, okay, well our monk is not doing much against this blight. A very exciting combat music.
It is no use! It is no use!
If you can't do anything...
Bury me at sea.
Oh, the barbarian goes down. The monk's about to go down too. Monk's down. Well,
Shot.
our two new party members are not too useful. Those two new people... I don't know if they're Drem's giant dragon slaying merchant crew material. They didn't do too good on their initial trial run. We appreciate you applying for a position in Drem's giant dragon slaying merchant crew, but we're not so sure that you're merchant crew material yet. Admittedly, that might not have been a fair test of your skills. Those were a bunch of ice blights. Kind of a pain in the butt to deal with those guys. I see a cave here. This is a cave? No, it's not a cave. Oh, hello.
Don't see many on these roads, and the few we do are hunters, woodcutters, or smugglers.
Oh, I know who you are. Defala cocks an eyebrow at you and gives you a half-smile. She holds herself with confident grace, a conspicuous holster slung over one hip. Beyond her is a wagon loaded with supplies. Manacles dangle from one end. Which are you? Hunter, woodcutter, or smuggler? The high, clear peals of her laughter ring across the snowy plain.
I suppose you could say I'm a hunter.
Her fingers drum the tooled leather of her holster. I can't read. I'd take that to mean all of the above, Sagani says.
I'm looking for a fugitive from Raid Saris, an indentured servant, and a wanted criminal.
The smile disappears from her face like a candle flame snuffed out by the wind. She watches you through humorless eyes. Indentured servant? You mean slave?
It's allowed in Raid Saris, but this fellow, let's call him Ilith. He signed himself over, making him an indentured servant. Now that distinction isn't much heeded in the Deerwood, but as you may have noticed, we're barely in the Deerwood.
Her sly grin returns, and it's hardly more than a squint. What exactly is he wanted for?
Besides breaking his indenture, he slew his master's 13-year-old son, killed the boy before he fled.
Well, that complicates things. Well, it does seem like, there's not sufficient dialogue options here. It's like one thing. I guess the second one is sort of a non-committal response. It's sort of like there's only one thing where you're on the slaver's side. I mean, one thing where you're on the slave side and like 4 things when you're not. Well, save it, slaver. I'd never help you. Zawa nods at you with an approving half-smile.
I figured that might be the case. Trouble is, I can't let you warn him. But don't worry, I got other uses for you.
She draws her pistol.
You've got quick hands. I know a carpenter who'd put them to good use.
Defala and her compatriots rush at you. What? What was that about a carpenter? Oh, you're gonna try to make me a slave. Oh, I see. Well, I think I'm gonna have to kill you first. With the exciting battle music of the White March. Oh, damn, they're busting us up big time here.
What?
Okay, we need some armor on our frontline warriors quickly. And then we need... Oh, where are you going? Berserker? No, Miss Berserker. Can you come back, maybe? Maybe come back over here. Let's focus fire some people, maybe. And then I want to put a blessing on this whole area here. Oh, well, she's just running off wherever she wants to go. Miss Berserker lady, you're really making this difficult. Wow, I gotta put a big heal on her. Quickly? There we go. What is this? Holy Radiance. Give me some holy radiance. Durance. Okay, now I'm gonna use... I forgot that I had a cipher here. let's maybe charm some people. Before we get killed. Charm all the marksmen! Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we got this under control now. Yep. One left. He's still charmed, though. He's just walking away. Oh, now he's an enemy again.
Get a good shot with this.
Don't hit the horse. Wow, Durance was down. I didn't even notice that. I guess the riflemen were shooting him while I wasn't paying attention. Well, I think we took care of the slaver problem. The horse can see me. Any secret treasures over here? I feel like maybe we can head back and finish a quest. Because we've dealt with the slaver. If we can find a way to get off this map. There's a way off this map. Back to Stalwart Village to talk to the guy in the tavern. And we can rest there too, because we're kind of beat up. I feel like we're going to be hearing that same combat music every time. Out here in the White March. It was a nice change of pace the first time, but it is a bit repetitive. Dun, dun. Dillit, dillit. Dillit, dillit, dillit. Hello, Mr. Orland friend.
Any progress with Devala?
She said you agreed to your indenture and that you killed a boy in your escape.
And I thought you were going to get rid of Devala, not sell me out to her.
He takes a deep breath, but his eyes are still focused on you. Well, I did kill her. I was just wondering.
What she said is true. I had a gambling problem when I was younger. I've paid 7 years of my life for it. I won't pay any more. As for the boy, I didn't want to hurt him. But he saw me as I was sneaking out of the stockade.
His shoulders go limp and his gaze distant at the memory. He shakes his head.
I wish it had gone differently. But I'd do it again. Anything to keep from getting sent back to that place.
Well, your crime can't go unpunished. You'll do penance in the prison at Cadnua. Aleph hunches like a cornered animal, baring his teeth in a grimace. His eyes dart around the dingy room and back to you. Finally, he straightens and sighs.
It's not a yoke around my neck. And I suppose it's better than dying in this frozen crater of a town.
He musters the last of his dignity and prepares for the long march to Cadnua. Hey, we got our first prisoner! Drem's giant dragon-slaying merchant crew has taken a prisoner. Hey, Kana has returned to the stronghold. My cat's here as well, which is making things difficult. Alright. I think the quest is over now, right? I mean, the quest that we just did is over? Overstaying is welcome? Is that the one? Yes. Aleph may not deserve to be enslaved, but he is a murderer. I decided to take him prisoner. Oh, it'll clear him out of Hayfrick's Inn, at least. Yay! Frontier justice has been delivered. So, with that, I will call this a successful episode. Although we only finished one quest. Maybe next time I'll actually be able to complete more than one quest. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. See you later.